Dear humans, I stand here today not for myself, but for every tail wagger, sloppy kisser, and curtain ninja. I stand here for each one of the thousands of dogs and cats killed in shelters each day, asking you to join our cause and help us make sure every best friend has a chance to meet one of their own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge, and your help, we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. I've chosen a dog and a cat this week for Pets of the Week, and I want to talk about the foster system because both of these pets are coming from the foster system. If you would like to be a part of it, then just contact the shelter. You can also contact the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. We have a wonderful group of fosters that can take dogs away from the shelter, can take puppies, and we can really get a lot of information about the dogs from the shelter's personalities and be able to tell potential adopters a lot of things that we wouldn't know otherwise if they were coming straight from the shelter. And then we also have fosters that will take puppies in, and if the puppies are coming from a foster system, we can usually get them to rescue a lot easier. And then of course we have our wonderful network of cat fosters, and most of those cats get to cycle through PetSense. This is one of those kitties, and this kitty is at PetSense right now. We usually have at least 4 cats at a time there, and that is a wonderful avenue for us to get some cats adopted. So when you go in PetSense, please stop by and at least visit the cats. And if you're looking for a cat, then you can go in anytime and check out the kitties there. You can go by the shelter also, but the kitties that are at PetSense are usually from foster, like I said. And now this is Momo. Momo is about 8 months old. He was brought to the shelter with his litter as a tiny little puppy, and the rest of his litter has either been adopted or his brother was sent to New Jersey last week to a rescue that we work with up there. And Momo needs a home. He's at a foster right now, but he needs his forever home. He's getting really happy there, so we need to find him a couch that will be his forever. But he is neutered, he's up to date on shots, and his foster says that he's got a lot of energy, but he also loves to cuddle and he loves other dogs. He's been with us to adoption events. He does great with kids. He is just a perfect dog right there. So if you're interested in Momo, you will have to have an appointment to see him since he is out of foster, but you just call the shelter and they will get you all set up with that. And if you want to meet the other dogs at the shelter, like we always talk about, come on out this weekend. We'll be walking dogs from 11 to 1, and we have plenty of other dogs there that you can meet. But if you are interested in Momo, please come out and talk to us this weekend, and we can give you more information and get you hooked up with the foster. But we're there rain or shine every week, and the dogs love to get out, so we have such a good time. So meet us at the shelter this weekend at 11 o'clock. Now, I've got my special guest today. We're excited because he is a member of 4-H, and he's going to talk to us about horses too. It's not every day that we get to talk about horses. So I have Jonathan Batson, who's just joining me today. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Okay, so tell us, let's get some background on you. How old are you?
12.
And where do you go to school?
Veritas, Sylacauga.
Okay, so now tell me a little bit about how long you've been working with horses, and tell me about your horses themselves.
I've been working with horses for as long as I've been alive.
Okay, that's great.
I've been showing them for 6 or 7 years.
Okay, so tell me about your horses. How many do you have?
I have 3 horses. My first one I had, his name was Caesar. He was a little micro pony.
Okay.
And my second one I had, her name was Cinnamon. She was a pony, but a little slightly bigger pony.
Okay.
The third horse I ever had, her name is Bunny. She's the biggest horse I've ever had.
Okay. So probably a lot bigger than a micro pony, I would imagine.
A lot bigger.
How big is a micro pony? I don't even know what that is.
If you put it in the human feet, about 2 foot.
Okay. So that's a tiny horse. That's pretty cool. So you didn't show the tiny horse, correct? The micro pony? You did. So, but you don't have a micro pony now? Or do you still have the micro pony?
I do.
But not showing that horse right now. Okay, so tell me about these events that the 4-H shows that you do.
At the 4-H shows, I usually just do haltering them.
Okay. So let's talk about haltering, because You know, again, you told me a little bit about it before we came on the show, but I don't know anything about that. So what happens with haltering?
And halter, basically what you gotta do is, you gotta walk to a judge, and then you gotta basically run past them and stop the horse, and then you gotta set them up where their feet are squared, and when the judges come look at you, you gotta keep them squared and still.
Okay.
And they also, when they're looking at the horse, they mostly look for conformation.
Okay. So they're looking a lot at the horse itself and just a little bit at you and how you're leading the horse out there.
More of the horse.
So it's mainly the horse. Okay. Now, you also compete in a few other.
I do showmanship and walk, trot, and halter.
Okay. So tell me about showmanship. What happens with that?
Showmanship, it's kind of like halter. Instead, the judges are more focused on you and how you perform a pattern and handle the horse.
Okay. And so, out of those two, which is your favorite? What do you like to
Halter.
do? Okay, you like halter? That's great. Now, tell me about walk trot.
Walk trot it's a weird one. Where you basically just go in, walk the horse, trot on 2 times around the arena on either side, and the judges on that one mostly look for how slow you're going.
Okay.
And for how the horse looks.
Okay. So they're looking at how you're controlling the horse, and there's certain things that you have to do with that one. All right. Now the last one, you do pleasure. What's that?
Well, pleasure is a lot more upbeat, but you still gotta go slow. I don't know how to expect you to do that though. In that class, the judges really do look for you going slow, except they make you lope a lot, and that is hard to go slow in.
Okay. So that one's more difficult.
Yeah.
So now out of all 4, we talked about how you like halter more than you like the showmanship. But what's your favorite out of all 4?
Probably halter.
Probably halter, so still that one. Now, you just had a show in May, a 4-H show, correct?
Mm-hmm. Was
that the state show? So tell me how that went.
That one was interesting.
It was interesting.
When I was up in my class, I went into the little waiting pen, waited for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Then when you finally call your name, you get in the line, and then you go out, do the thing, and set up and stand still for about half an hour.
Okay.
And you're done.
Okay. So do you get nervous when you have to do all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Very badly.
Okay.
Especially when they're calling out the placings and you're hoping you get in the top 4 to go to regionals.
Okay.
So it's a little nerve-wracking.
Okay. Now, how did you place?
I placed second out of 20-something in that class.
And is this your ribbon from placing second?
I think.
It looks like it. So now you're going to regionals then. Okay, so tell me when is regionals and what's going to happen there?
Regionals on the 1st of August, I think.
Okay.
I actually never been to it. It's my first time going.
Okay, well that's exciting. Where is it?
This year's in Perry, Georgia, but it's either in Georgia or Carolina.
Okay. So you're getting excited about it because the beginning of August is coming up fast.
Yeah.
So you're about to be there. And so what did you place second in? Which event?
Halter.
And so you're going to be there for halter, and that's the only one you do at regionals? Or do you do the others also?
As long as you qualify for one class and you got to show in that one, but you can do as many as you want.
Okay, so you're going to do all 4 again?
No, I can't.
Okay, so you're going to do halter for sure.
I'm doing
obviously.
halter and showmanship.
Okay, well that'll be great. You should be excited about that. Which one of your horses do you take?
Taking Samson.
So, and what kind of horse is Samson?
A Gildem.
And then also, what do you like to do with Samson?
He's fun to aggravate.
What do you do to aggravate a horse?
That one, you just rub his nose and grab his ears. He hates it, and it's funny.
But you do love him, and of course you take great care of all of them. So tell me what you like the most about having a horse. What keeps you interested in horses? Is it the showing? Is it just having a companion that you can go out and...
Mostly showing.
Mostly the showing? Okay. Well, that's great. And I bet you've met lots of people through 4-H.
Yes,
Through all the shows.
so many.
And do you have a lot of people that are close by, local, that you know that are showing at 4-H?
Nope.
So you're the only one right around here.
right around here.
Okay. Well, you can meet new people that are a little further out. Now, do we have another show, do you know, coming up close to here that people can go and watch? Because they're sometimes at the Cowboy Church.
We ain't showing that one no more, but there is a show in Newsite,
Okay, so that's not too far away.
and it's this Saturday.
Okay, so this coming Saturday. So people have to really get their
But
ducks in
it
a row
might
to
get
there.
canceled because of weather,
Yeah, that
like everything else.
the weather's been bad this time of year, but maybe you'll be able to have it. But you're not competing at that one since you're going to regionals, or are you?
I'm competing at that one. That's just an open show.
Okay, well that will be great. Maybe we can get you a good group of people there to watch you and get you all excited about it. Do you have other pets?
4 cats
4 cats.
and a dog.
Okay, what kind of dog do you have?
Golden Retriever.
And does the dog get along with cats?
Yeah,
Sort of.
but I don't know how good some of the cats get along with the dog.
That's the truth. You never know about a cat. Now, what does the dog think about the horses? Does the dog ever get to see the horses?
Yes, we do not let her out when she does see the horses.
Okay,
She's got 0 horse sense.
okay,
We'll get under their feet.
okay. And that's not the
It's-
greatest place for a dog to be.
No, it's not. And we'll walk right behind them and sniff their legs. And Samson, he hates anything and everything touching his legs or butt.
Okay, but he also hates touching his ears and his nose too, from what you
He
said.
don't mind that, but it's funny to watch him get aggravated by it.
Does he get aggravated with the dog?
I don't know.
Not sure.
It's hard to tell with him.
Especially a dog that has no self-preservation and gets behind a horse's legs. That doesn't like for the dog to be back there.
And especially when there's gnats everywhere, and that horse will kill you if there's a gnat on him.
Now that horse, so Samson, is he the one that has an interesting snack that he likes to eat?
Yep.
So what is it that he likes to eat?
He likes to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever known a horse to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Neither have I. That was the first one I've ever seen.
So how did you discover that he likes it? Were you trying to eat one and he snatched it from you?
Nah, not exactly. Mother was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He kind of reached over, tried to eat it, and she gave it to him. He ate the entire thing.
Okay. So now is that his treat that he gets when he does something good?
That and sweet tea
Sweet tea.
out of a little red cup.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Horse pride, apparently.
Is he the only horse that likes sweet tea and peanut butter and jelly?
And Sprite.
And Sprite. Okay, well he's got an interesting diet there.
But he will not eat watermelon. It does not make any sense.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't make sense at all. Do the other horses like watermelon?
Oh, yes.
Good.
Love them.
Okay. So you make sure that he gets one of his treats if he does great at regionals.
He'll be getting some.
Okay, well, perfect. Well, I hope you do great this week and have fun in Newsite. And good luck with regionals. You'll have to come back on and tell us how everything goes there. And tell us about all of
I'll need it for regional. 60 in my class.
Okay, that's good. You're going to do great. Yeah. And then you can come tell us stories about it. But we appreciate you coming on the show and telling us about horses. Here's a picture of you at one of the shows. You were a lot smaller there. Now, what are you doing in that picture they just showed of you on the horse?
That one, I think, was...
Is that...
That one, Cinnamon, that was when I still showed her. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
And that's the halter class.
Okay.
I think it might have been showmanship.
Okay. And then the other one, were you probably doing a walk trot or pleasure with the other picture?
It was probably pleasure.
Okay. Well, it looks like a lot of fun. So again, I hope you have a great time this weekend, and sometime come out and walk dogs with us at the shelter. I always have to con people into coming out and taking care of all the dogs there. So don't bring the horse though.
He's too hard to walk.
He would. But thank you again, Jonathan, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. And make sure to come out this weekend and join us at the shelter and go by PetSense and visit this cat and the other cats that are there right now. And then also let us know if you know anyone that's interested in Momo here. Again, he's coming from an amazing foster situation, and we'll be able to have tons of information to give to any potential adopter. And we'll see everybody this Saturday at 11 at the shelter. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll have more Daybreak after these messages.
Dear humans, I stand here today not for myself, but for every tail wagger, sloppy kisser, and curtain ninja. I stand here for each one of the thousands of dogs and cats killed in shelters each day. asking you to join our cause and help us make sure every best friend has a chance to meet one of their own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge, and your help, we can save them all.